my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. So for today's tutorial, I'm going to be doing this super easy fall smoky eye, and this is the first time I've done a smoky eye and actually been proud of it, and it's really easy. I only used one palette for this look. It was the Smashbox Ablaze palette. So the first thing that I'm doing is priming my lids with the Tarte Shape Tape, and then I'm just blending it out with this Morphe brush. I will list all the brushes that I used in this video down in the description box if you guys are interested. And then I'm just setting that concealer with the matte shade from the palette. I think it's called Moccasin. Taking this really pretty burnt orange shade from the palette, it's called Nirvana, and I'm just going to be blending this out into my crease until my hands fall off. Honestly, you guys, just take your time with blending for a smoky eye. Like, it's literally key to the entire eye look. But to blend this out, I'm using the Morphe M502 brush. I'm going in with the shade Siesta. It's the dark brown shade from the palette, and I'm using a Beauty Junkees Pro Detailer brush to work that into my crease. I always like to start at the outer corner of my eye and then work my way into the middle and then the very inner crease. So basically, after I've placed that shadow in my crease where I want it with the Pro Detailer brush, I'll go ahead and go back in with my Morphe M502 brush and just blend it out even more. It'll be a lot easier since the Morphe brush is a lot fluffier, but I like to take the Pro Detailer brush just because it really gets into my crease where I want it to be. So that's why I like to use these two brushes for this eye look. And honestly, you guys, I never thought that I could create a smoky eye that was super simple and easy for me, because I always struggled with smoky eyes. But I think that I like that this is like a dark brown smoky eye rather than a black one, you know what I mean? So now I'm taking that dark brown shade again and just literally patting it onto my lid with that same Pro Detailer brush. And then once it's fully on my lid, I go back in with the Morphe brush and just blend it up into my crease. And then from there, it should be super easy to just blend out. So once I'm 110% happy with how I blended out those shadows, I'm just going to go ahead and apply some mascara to my lashes. And then I'm also taking this black eye pencil from Marc Jacobs and just tightlining that line. I don't know if that's considered your waterline or what. I don't really know. Let me know. I don't know. The lashes that I applied are from Koko Lashes in the style Goddess. I loved these lashes with this look just because they weren't too full and big, so that you could still see that shadow peek through your lashes. So once my lashes are on, I'm just going to magically snap my fingers and my other eye is going to be done, and I'm going to move on to my skin. So starting off with my skin, I'm going to go ahead and prime using the Smashbox Photo Finish Light Primer. I feel like every Smashbox primer is super hydrating for me and just smooths out my skin really well, so I do recommend these primers, especially the new one that they came out with, the Primerizer. It's a moisturizer and a primer. It's like honestly so perfect. And then for foundation, I'm taking my holy grail right now. This is the Loreal Infallible Pro Glow foundation in the shade 205. I've been using this one a lot more lately than the Pro Matte one just because my skin has been super dry. And then for concealer, I'm taking the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Medium Honey, and then I'm just taking my damp beauty blender and blending that concealer out. And also, after I did my foundation, I actually contoured my nose off camera. If you guys want an updated cream contour routine, please let me know in the comments down below, and I would love to film that for you. But now I'm just taking the Airspun loose face powder in the shade Neutrally Neutral, and I'm taking a smaller sponge and just setting underneath my under eyes, and I'm going to let that sit for about 2 to 3 minutes. And then I'm also taking that loose face powder to set the rest of my foundation. And then after it's been a couple of minutes, I'm just taking this Morphe R14 brush and dusting away that powder from my under eyes. And then for my bronzer, I'm taking this Laura Geller Beach Matte Baked Hydrating Bronzer in the shade Sunset Deep. They recently just sent this to me, and I think I'm in love, you guys. Like, this is my new favorite bronzer. And then to apply it with, I'm taking a Morphe R7 brush and just applying it to my cheekbones, my around my forehead, and then also my jawline. And lately, I've also been applying my bronzer underneath my chin as well, just because when I take pictures, I have a longer face when I smile or something, so I like to just make it a little bit more rounder. And then taking that same loose setting powder and the mini sponge, I'm just baking underneath my bronzer so that it can appear a lot more cleaner. And while I wait to dust off all that powder, I'm just going to go ahead and finish off my eyes. I'm taking that same burnt orange shade, Nirvana, from the palette and just blending that out on my lower lash line. And then closer to my waterline, I'm going to take the shade Siesta and just smoke that out. For my inner tear duct, I actually took this pressed pigment in the shade Mimosa Sunday from Morphe and just placed that in my inner tear duct. And I applied some mascara on my lower lashes off camera. And then I'm going ahead and dusting off that powder below my bronzer with a duo fiber brush. So now for one of my favorite parts, I'm going to go ahead and apply some highlighter. I'm using one of my favorites. This is from Ofra Cosmetics in the shade Blissful, and I'm actually using a Morphe M501 brush to apply this with. I just applied it to my cupid's bow, the little ball of my nose, the bridge of my nose, above my bronzer, and then kind of above my eyebrows. And then I went ahead and sprayed my entire face with the Badescu facial spray, and then I decided to put even more highlighter, and then I decided to put even more highlighter on my collarbones and then my shoulders, just to be extra, you know. Super excited to share with you guys this nude lip combo. I absolutely hate nude lipsticks, but I was playing around and I found that these two shades really complement well with each other. I used the NYX Cosmetics Sandstorm liquid lipstick, and then on top I applied the Buxom gloss in the shade Dolly, and it's honestly, you guys, I'm just so in love. So yeah, but that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. I really hope that you guys enjoyed my first fall makeup tutorial. I'm super excited that the weather is finally changing and it's almost fall and winter and Christmas and Halloween and Santa's coming. So yeah, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one.